Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky has issued a bold challenge to Russian President Vladimir Putin, saying he is ready to meet face-to-face this Thursday in Türkiye, but only if Russia agrees to a full and lasting ceasefire in advance. Zelensky's statement came after former U.S. President Donald Trump publicly urged Ukraine to accept Putin's offer for direct negotiations. Trump called on both sides to meet immediately, saying it was time to find out if peace is even possible. He added that if no agreement could be reached, at least world leaders would have clarity on where both sides stand. In a post on social media, Zelensky responded, "There is no point in prolonging the killings. I will be waiting for Putin in Istanbul, personally." However, he emphasized that no talks would happen unless the violence stops first. Western leaders, including the UK, France, Germany, and Poland, are backing Ukraine's position. At a summit in Kyiv over the weekend, they demanded an immediate 30-day ceasefire across air, land, and sea. UK Prime Minister Sir Keir Starmer warned that if Putin refuses, sweeping new sanctions would hit Russia's energy and banking sectors. Russia has expressed willingness to return to talks, but insists negotiations must begin before any ceasefire is implemented. Kremlin officials have accused Ukraine of previously rejecting multiple ceasefire offers, including one during Easter and another aligned with WD-2 commemorations. Both sides have blamed each other for breaking recent temporary truces. Despite brief lulls in fighting, Ukraine and Russia each reported hundreds of violations during the most recent ceasefire window. Putin said on Saturday that the proposed talks in Istanbul could be the first step towards a long-term, lasting peace, but made no commitment to a ceasefire. He continues to argue that the West's military support for Ukraine must end before any lasting truce can be considered. If the meeting does take place, it would be the first direct dialogue between the two presidents since the full-scale war began in 2022. The last formal negotiations between Kyiv and Moscow occurred in March of that year, also in Türkiye, but broke down without agreement. Now, with both sides at least signaling interest in diplomacy, the world watches to see whether real progress can be made.